Hey, Holistic Health Crusaders, Dr. Wren here with Carol from To Nourish. How you doing, Carol?
I'm awesome. How are you, Dr. Wren?
I'm
Great to have you in my kitchen.
Fantastic, I know, right?
Yeah, this is so fun. We've been having fun this week.
We totally have. So Carol is a whole food chef.
I am.
And she's also a wild mushroom forester like myself. And we were foraging around the Chesapeake Bay yesterday where I found an oyster mushroom in a tree. Check it out. So the first thing we did was we thanked nature, of course, for finding it. And instead of pulling it from the tree, we used Carol's knife, because she's all handy-dandy, to cut it. And then, you know, when it comes to mushrooms, this is a very common species, right, Carol?
Pretty common.
Yeah.
But it's a gift, always.
Always, but we were very confident in identifying it. However, the thing to know about mushrooms is this is actually considered ridges and not gills. You don't want to take mushrooms with gills. Why is that, Carol?
They're always poisonous.
Right.
But not edible. Not edible. I shouldn't say always poisonous, but they're
correct. They're not edible. So, but for the most part, tree mushrooms are not poisonous, with like one exception, at least in the Northeast, is the jack-o'-lantern mushroom. And you can tell the difference because, you know, they look kind of jack-o'-lantern and they glow in the dark, right? Yeah. But if you're really not certain, Carol, if you would, start removing the tubular piece and start cutting it into 1-inch pieces to get it prepped to saute. You can go for a mushroom identification book. These are some of our favorites. It's Mushrooms Demystified by David Aurora. Okay. And another one we like here for a beginner's guide is Mushrooms Without Fear by Alexander Schwab. What's pretty cool about oyster mushrooms is traditionally, just like oysters, the seafood, they're sauteed and cooked in butter, and supposedly they have cholesterol regulating effects. Today we're going to go with red palm oil, which is one of those oils that, you know, trending.
Controversial.
Yeah, like at one point it was healthy and then it wasn't, and now it's trending again, so it's okay. And it's very similar to coconut oil. And tell us why, Carol.
Very similar in a lot of the medium chain triglycerides, but we like red palm oil because it has the carotenes and lycopene, and those are precursors to help your body produce vitamin A, which ironically, you know, mushrooms are really good for vitamin A too. So
like immunoglobulin A? Like an extra lining around like your digestive tract.
Yes, exactly.
Like immunological nutrition.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
But also what's cool about red palm oil, and let's show you what we're doing here. We're sauteing. So another thing cool about red palm oil is it is going to turn the mushroom, you know, a little reddish hue. But oyster mushrooms actually can vary in color depending on their host tree. So like this one was, you know, more beige or white, but you may also find them like a pinkish or even a yellowish color in nature.
Love this sea salt.
Yeah, Carol, tell us what you're doing here. What are you putting into this baby? Get your beautiful mug in there.
Just some crushed fresh garlic, oyster mushrooms, red palm oil, salt and pepper. As simple as that.
Yeah, manja. Voila.
We want to like, look how beautiful that red palm oil. It's like screaming phytonutrient.
Phytonutrients! Something else I think is cool about...
we love colors. You know, we love colors and, you know.
I mean, something else I think that's cool about oyster mushrooms is supposedly they are good at removing mercury and toxins from the soil. So, of course, we never make any medicinal claims ever, but just think if it could do that for our body as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, mushrooms are amazing, and I think that adding them to your diet...
Live it, because we're not it, so we don't want to die.
Yeah, live the diet. Yeah, I love it. I've always been looking for a new word for diet. And
Gonna
Dr. Wren's helped me. We're living it. We're living it. We're eating it. And you just add these amazing, amazing forest mushrooms to your diet or your organic grocery store. You know, Whole Foods has like an amazing mushroom selection.
Don't plug them, Whole Paycheck. Don't plug them. We're not getting endorsements yet. How you doing, Whole Foods? But I do want to say,
I love to help people find what they need to find. But yeah,
and I'm certain you can concur that mushroom hunting's like man hunting. You gotta know what you want. You gotta know what you're looking for, right? Hey, mushroom. And you have to bypass all the toxic ones. And when you find the good ones, you can bring them home for dinner.
Yeah.
And tonight's
There's
dinner...
There's a lot of tasty ones out there. A lot of tasty ones.
Tasty ones.
Yeah, tasty.
We're actually going to serve our mushrooms over some mescaline greens that were also hand-selected from the local farmers market because we love to support local, isn't that right?
Always.
So thanks, guys, and hope you enjoy wild mushroom hunting.
Yes.
And show them what you got, Carol.
Yeah. It's ready. It's good. I turned the heat off.
Didn't you put a little lemon juice in there? Did you tell them why?
I actually did not put a little lemon juice in, but I should. Because, we're always, like, trying to, as my classmates will understand, like, facet. Balance your fats and your acid and your sweet and your sour, just always like balancing the flavor.
Right.
And
I know with like kale and smoothies, it helps break down the cell wall, so it's easier for us to digest and etc. And this is actually going to go in our compost. We're going to return this phallic leftover part back to nature. And when us gals eat wild foods, we become wild women.
Fully wild women.
If this was a fortune cookie, I'd say in bed. But anyway, thanks, guys. We love ya. Smooches. Send us a message. Facebook.com/Dr. Wren fan page if you'd like to get in touch with myself or Carol, or check out my blog on LorenLorino.com for some more healthy recipes. Love yas.